A cassette tape is played back, rewinding its contents as the operator replayed it again and again. Voice recording, check 1, 2, 3. I don't know if this thing is on. Billy? It is? Okay. Today is September 14th, 1992. And, what should I say? Oh, okay. Hi, Adalaie. We can't wait to meet you. Ever since we were told about you, we grow excited every day to meet you. I'm going to be your mom, and Billy will be your damo. And even though you're still a month away, we have your room set up, and it'll have all the toys you could ever wish for. Your aunt and uncles are excited as well to meet you. Auntie Grace has made you a stuffed bunny, and Uncle Donnie and Mav have already gotten your first baseball mitt, and hockey stick. Your grand is amazing. Your pop is hoping you'll pick his gift of a football, just despite your uncles. But whatever you choose, we will support it no matter what. We love you and we can't wait to see you. Okay, how do I end this? Today is October 20th, 1986. Adalaie, Billy, and I have moved down to South Arizona to help take care of Billy's aunt Alice. She's sick with pneumonia and has not been able to take care of the house or herself. We've moved next door to her, but unfortunately, while at the market, Billy was mistaken for their dead self, and the lady who called Billy out noticed our rings, and you'd think she would have gotten shot. I would have shot her myself after that, as she did curse at us in front of Adalaie and harassed us across the store. We thankfully left safely, but it was a difficult and long ride home. When it came around to Sunday and we got our morning paper, the bitch took out a column just to harass us again. The pastor down the street caught wind of it gave a speech at the town council meeting about the evil of homosexual activities. It took Billy 2 hours to keep me from storming into his house and giving him a talking to. I'm planning on getting back at that lady in the church. At least before we move away. I think of something witchy. I might go to the closet and pull out my old Halloween costume and go scare the life out of church. Just a little bit. November 10th, 1986. 4 years of Shakespeare has never done me any good till now. Thank God for those 6 weeks we spent on Macbeth and those Latin lessons in school. With a quick wave of my hand and a pinch of my nose, no more threat to those homophobes pose. On a different note, Billy has told me I should probably save the remaining of the tape of this for later, and take up writing the sound instead of speaking it. I will. Later. Anyways, I just want to wrap up from my last one. Billy's aunt is feeling much better, so we're moving back to Wisconsin in a few months. But in the meantime, I'll continue my antics until we leave or until I become part of the folklore of town. It's March 14th, 1988. Billy. Okay. Hi, Jen. Your brother Adalaie is so excited to meet you, and so are we. The rest of the family is excited as well. Your room is set up with all your favorite things, and there are tons of presents waiting for you, too. We're all antsy to meet you finally. We love you and can't wait for you to come join our family. Tears flooded to Jen's eyes as she bent over the player and sobbed. It was hard to hear her mother's voice again after what happened a couple weeks ago. It was bittersweet to hear her mother's stories, but the pain of the words said at the end as the cassette skipped, it felt like she was being shot. We love you. We love you.
It's a magical, mystical time. It's anecdotal adventures. And thank you to
Tele for that amazing opening. And hello, and welcome back to another episode of City of Mist Kingmakers. I'm your Master of Ceremonies, Ashley, and these are my players.
I'm Cassidy. I play Matthias, the Rift of Typhon.
Tele, and I play Adalaie, the Rift of Nemesis.
I'm Sonya. I play Emma, the Rift of Athena.
I'm Juno. I play Jane, the Rift of Hera.
Hello, I'm Simon. I play Aron Frankel, whose rift is King David.
And unfortunately, Selena, who plays Amara Golanis, Rift of Hades, cannot join us tonight. And when last we left off, there was an attack at the border, some conflict between the Everin soldiers and the Lotus tribe that Adalaie interfered with and has gone chasing after. And left that in a bit of a cliffhanger. Another thing we left rather abruptly is, of course, the ship being attacked by an Oracar. Yep. Speaking of which, I should probably start some music up back again. What do you guys think?
Yep.
Oh no.
Can we have the catchy one again? I liked that one.
No, please. I repeated so many times. I need music that's different.
Don't worry. Don't worry, I got you.
Ooh, this is like sea battle too.
Yeah, this is very sea battle vibes.
So, we left off with some attacks being made and thrown and things happening.
Oh god. He didn't do anything. I'm stuck.
And we are going to open with something so very similar as the ship is sinking quickly. And the Oracar is still taking aggressive action.
When's the call to abandon ship? Like, how much of the ship is...
This ship is goner. Without it, it doesn't have a sail anymore.
Well, how much time do we have left until there's nothing left for us to stand on?
Minutes.
Oh, fantastic.
The Oracar shredded it like Swiss cheese.
Of course it did. Giant demon snake did.
What's your plan?
Is Bella already presumably like underwater?
Yes.
Okay. So
I'm
there's
floating
no
above it where the ship was before.
I'm gonna shout.
True.
Can I shout to Catalina? Hey, can you give me my spear back? Like now? Like ASAP, if you can.
And she waves her fingers and she pulls it back.
And I want to take it from her, and I want to throw up the PP symbol. And then I would like to do the spear attack again with everything behind it, and I want to breathe fire as I propel it at the same time. So get a nice combo attack in there. Let me find my dice. Why do I keep losing it? Here we go.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 10. Strength of a Titan. Unyielding determination. Deafening screams. Breathe fire. Yeet. Long stick. Track and field and footwork.
Friendly fire.
Oh. Everyone covered their ears, didn't they?
I'll take it down one. Powers long forgotten.
Is that all you have?
So you're letting me have it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She's already marked so much attention to your card. It's like way ahead of everyone else.
If you don't take it, I mean, I don't need to at this point. I have plans for using your weakness as a flaw.
Oh god.
Oh.
And it's friendly fire.
Okay, so I would like...
after you choose to.
So I'm hitting it with all I got?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, and you might want to remember the last roll you made was hitting all you got.
Oh, okay, so I probably need to take some of those away. The last time it was fire, so I need to take away breathe fire, and I think I used unyielding determination and body of, yeah, so I didn't use that one. So still 6.
Yeah,
plus 6.
Decent. You just need to remember.
So 16, and then I think I'm gonna control collateral and secure a superior position.
Okay. You once again breathe fire. Well, not breathe fire. You propel your spear forward, so it shoots forward faster. But as you're doing this, this is a chaotic situation. People are running around, ducking behind cover. Not everyone is in your line of sight anymore. So when you silently throw up a symbol, the chances of everyone seeing are slim to none. Feel a deafening scream, and I'm gonna roll some face dangers for your friends. Actually, I'm gonna make you roll, guys, roll some face dangers for your friends. Wants to roll for Ezekiel?
I'll do that.
My luck is bad. You don't want me to do that.
I've been rolling good
Who wants
tonight,
to roll
so
for Hazel?
I've been keeping an eye on Ezekiel.
it's
Let's
okay.
roll for
I'll
Hazel.
roll for him.
I'll
Okay.
roll for Hazel because I'm. Yeah,
That's not what I meant. I feel like Jane would have prioritized his safety over her own at this point.
4.
Hazel. She's not having a good day over there. Who's gonna roll for Autumn?
Last time I rolled for somebody, their hand got acid. So
Well, you're the
I'll
only
roll
one
for-
left.
I'll roll.
Right, Jane, you want to roll for Aaron? And then Aaron, you can roll for Ryan.
Alright, I don't care much about threw up his life on accident. So.
What did Ezekiel roll?
Ezekiel rolled an 8.
7.
7 for Ryan. Hazel
Autumn got a 6.
Autumn got a 6. Ezekiel can get it to a 10. Through most of it to his defining relationship card with Matthias.
Aww.
So he's good. Woo, Hazel. I don't even know why I'm flipping out this card. I know there's nothing on it that's gonna save her.
You get much more intense. There, I'm done.
She has to take it. She can't get it up that high.
Well, I'm trying because it's not clear, but I'm mysterious.
Oh my god, and that was like a tier 7. It was a tier 6. Oh no. But it wasn't without the spear damage.
What did Ryan
so
get
it was
again?
just a
7.
7. Yeah, Ryan's fine. He will, but I'll say it out loud, he will add protective aura and strengthening aura. And then he will add determined.
I forgot the other 2 tags. Damn.
You really want to make this more hurtful?
No, I don't.
What did Autumn get? Jane.
She got a 6.
Okay. It's a 4 to not take damage. Brave and true, driven and good, how to survive. That's 3. She needs 1 more. She can't get up 1 more, but
What about her defining relationship? She sees him covering his ears.
I'm not on line of sight. She's not hitting that card. It particularly help in this instance. Most of her stuff is social. Blood starts to come down from Hazel's ears, and she passes out. Autumn has been
I will read this.
but not fast enough, unfortunately. You're trying to act fast in the situation, and it seems like the Oracar is learning just as much as everyone else. Sees you doing that, puts its hand over its ears.
Got to switch the symbol up.
You're on full side of it, so it knows what you're doing. And in turn, face danger, Matthias.
This feels like a roll-off between me and the Oracar.
But I can't do anything.
It's because I'm our tank. That's what I'm telling myself.
You're being very active in this fight.
It's
Everyone
'cause
can
I
jump
haven't-
in at any time.
It's because I haven't attempted to attack him in his
Well,
brain for fear of myself.
Smack at us. What if we don't smack it to begin with?
Can I sense his emotions?
Oh no!
What did you roll?
I rolled a 1.
Oh, you're rolling a d12! Want to try to add 9?
I have 2
I
health points.
don't have
on you.
9 to add.
I have 2 health points on you, Mattie.
You have 7.
Footwork, track and field, vaulting. I can jump. I've got hops.
Overworked shoulder.
Alright.
Been chucking things in
Damn.
the fight.
Ashley, I'm taking it. So I'm down to 2. Okay, so 3. So
I
if I
can use
roll.
my health point.
Fatherly instincts. I just, sometimes I just know when something bad is about to happen. Unyielding determination. I cannot go down in this fight. I know I can't.
On you, so I can do that.
I'm gonna see how far I can get without the health points.
Okay.
So can't stab lava. I'm already up to a 6. Body of rock and fire. 7. Strength of a titan. I can keep my footing and stand my ground. Powers long forgotten.
In over your head.
That's okay.
Yeah, you get another
Okay.
attention.
So I'm at 8. I got 8. Does anyone want to toss help points my way?
I have a health point.
Am I allowed to use health points?
No.
And I will give you another to bring you up to 10.
I'm at 10. I made it to 10, Ashley.
Look at you. I'm excited, because what this means, made it from a 1 all the way to the 10, which has convinced me that maybe not this episode or next one, but eventually, we will be implementing grit. One of the optional City of Mist rules, which means there is a cap at how many things you can add.
No!
No!
Because if you can roll a natural 1 and still make a hard success, I think we need to make this game a little harder.
No!
I'm just specially made for this situation!
And
You dodged the
two of them
spear.
were
Just
2 of
barely.
them were health points too.
Like
Still.
Neo style.
This has convinced me that this is something that I should implement in the future. Let's start ramping up the difficulty curve a little more.
Oh
Not
god!
not today or tomorrow, but eventually.
Eventually. Oh boy.
1, 2, 3. Okay.
But I'm gonna complicate things in turn.
Oh no!
You're using some of your fire abilities and some of your can't stab lavas and such.
Yeah.
Bounce on the floor. Sets ablaze. Ship is now on fire.
Of course it is.
Frick.
It is sinking on fire. There's an Oracar. What else could go wrong?
The
Oh, I don't know.
also
What
on fire.
Can I change the game? Jane would like to change the game.
How would you like to do this?
I want to heal my friends.
You can't heal all of them, but you can reduce statuses, and so far the only one who's taken statuses is Autumn and Hazel.
Okay.
Yeah, Hazel is down. She needs to be up to
Yeah, I
swim.
need to do that. And they need to get off the burning deck so they don't take fire damage. I would like to, okay. Honestly, Hazel is a priority because she's the healer, but can I heal both of them? Is that something I can do?
Depends on how high you roll.
Okay.
How much you can add?
Roll then. Okay, an 11.
You have 1 round before the ship sinks completely.
Okay, 11. Ambrosia, Vitality. I would like to use my Blessed or Curse on this to change the game. To bless myself. Or, wait, no, I would be blessing someone else to reduce their status, right?
Yes.
Okay, so never mind. So that's what I would use that for.
What did you start out with? Excuse me, I missed
11. And I've added 3 so far.
How are the...
I'm trying to be creative to get everybody off this burning ship.
With 3 would be enough to get Hazel back on her feet, so we would just want to stop there. Give a reduced status, reducing a status here, and I'm assuming, because you got 10 plus, you would like to scale up the effect.
Yeah.
Okay. Because that is greater area or more targets, I'll say you'll also heal Autumn.
Okay.
How are the
And so you say we have 1 round before we go down?
And it's screaming and like fight and like runs and generally just as much hectic as their hosts. Hyphen's trying to punch the Oracar. He can't, but he's real trying.
I mean, I'm trying to protect someone right now, so...
I would like to make a life raft out of glowing materials, so at least...
Okay, so you start making life rafts.
I'd like to... Is Matthias busy fending off the Oracar?
Seems like it. Seems like he's the only one holding off
Then I'm
attention at all.
gonna take Ezekiel and try to get off the ship. I'm like gonna make sure he's not on... I'm picking him up so he's not on the floor that is on fire.
So you pick up Ezekiel?
Yes.
Okay, then my next move is to run towards both of you and to try and, like, not push you over the edge, but, like, kind of I'm backing you guys towards the side while I'm trying to keep myself between you and the Oracar.
Well, it looks to me like you just drew the Oracar's attention toward that area of the ship.
Yeah.
Take the risk.
Ooh, I love rolling on a d12 because it's either a 1 or the next roll is a 12.
Okay, you're good. You realize that maybe that's not the smartest idea. You can hear Athena going, "You're an idiot. You're an idiot," in the back of your head, and you know in your heart that while you want to be fatherly and protective of Ezekiel, that this is not how to do it. And you turn and you stand your ground. But you would do like you wave around your hands, you glow a little brighter, you make yourself more attractive so the Oracar turns and focuses.
I'm gonna shout, "Remember your pants, Butty!" And then I'm going to I'm just gonna keep stirring this shit up. I'm gonna bring fire again. Okay. A 10!
Okay, got you out of the way.
I want to breathe fire at it again.
Okay. This time roll me a go toe-to-toe.
12. 12, and then it's plus power for damage still, right?
Yes, if you choose to get them good.
Okay, then...
Wait, is Athena still steering the boat?
No.
Oh, I was thinking. Okay.
I would like to use Powers Long Forgotten because that makes my roll dynamite.
Oh.
Okay, and what would you like to do with your dynamite?
I don't know. I've never rolled with dynamite before. How does it work?
Like, yeah, the rule book, why don't you?
I'm sorry.
When you own one too and could look it up just as easily as I could.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's for the viewers and also me and everyone else.
And also because I haven't, like, looked through it a lot.
Yeah. They're in the core move section, so when you go toe-to-toe on page 188, if you are
Here we are.
learning to play along at home, they say what happens if you have a dynamite outcome. You receive all 3 moves.
Oh!
what happens on Dynamite with Go Toe to Toe. So, what is your extra thing you'd like to do?
Receive all 3 moves, and then... And so I choose one of the 2 options here?
What do you mean?
For the Dynamite section, it has the 2 little things. It's the you reflect the status or bolster your defenses. So I choose one of those.
Sure.
I would like to reflect the status at your attacker or otherwise use it against them. You give your attacker an appropriate status of your choice with a tier. Tier equals tier of the original status.
Krispy Kreme one.
So I would like to, as I am attacking it, I'm assuming it's throwing another spear at me.
Yeah. Are you gonna try to grab the spear?
But I dynamite, so
You
I
can
whip
do
it
it.
back at it.
You do so.
Controlled by his brain.
But it says with the tier equal to the tier of the original attack. So
It
what
passes
its attack
through it
was.
though. They're made of the same thing, unfortunately.
Bitch tits.
So it does look very surprised
Unfortunately.
that you were able to do that in the first place. It's like, wait, you just threw my non-really existent mind spear at me? What? How did you do that?
And then I
Single
flip at the
one.
bird and head in the opposite direction of Ezekiel.
Roll me another face danger.
Oh my god.
Oh no!
What'd you get?
I rolled a 1 again.
What is it?
I mean, you know from proper experience that you can get it up to an 8.
Okay, so I can get it to an 8.
And you have 1 health point remaining, Jane, if you'd like to use it to get it up to a 9.
I'd like to get the heck off this thing with Ezekiel. Has Aron made?
He's made the
About-
raft. You guys are getting on the raft
Okay.
and starting to get out of there.
And I'm making sure
And
everyone.
Ryan has erected a perfect barrier around you guys with his power, just in case anything happens.
Okay.
So I'm holding its attention while they are escaping.
Yes. Good way to describe it.
I will
You
not
s-
get you.
Can you keep it? Do you use the help point, Jane?
Do you need it?
It's at an 8 right now.
I'm at an 8.
Does a 9 help you? Like, how does that work? Because if I can save it for a more dire situation, I don't know, we might end up like. Does a 9 change this
Does
at all?
anyone else have any more help points on me? Other than
Not that
Emma,
I can
who's
use. Not that
Yeah.
I can
Aron
use.
spent his 1, and Emma is not allowed to use help points at this moment.
Did you use my protection?
No, I didn't add that to
That's
my
a temp.
first
Those are temporary story tags, and you did. They don't last.
Okay. How long do they last for? Just one roll?
Just like 1 roll.
Okay.
Okay, no, I don't use the.
You want to know what you've been dodging all game?
Yeah.
Impaled
Well, I guess I'm
6.
gonna find out. Impaled 6.
Luckily, it goes down to 5. You're not dead, but you are out. You take off running, and it digs its heels in, and it looks annoyed. It puts the spear away. And it just looks at you, and suddenly the atmosphere has changed in the whole place again. As it raises a hand, and shadowy tendrils wrap and twist around you. Matthias tripping you as you fall. It's subtle, and they've been attacking with big things this whole fight, so you miss it. As you trip, and it raises a spike where you're falling. You manage to roll to the side at the last second to avoid it impaling your heart. Flashing back to seeing Emma impaled on a stick of ice. And it hits you in the shoulder. Immediately, lava blood, coughed up and whirling everywhere. And it disappears. You hit the side of the deck.
Can I
I
roll
rush over to him.
again? Can I roll?
No, you guys are on the raft.
You guys are on the raft.
I'm not.
Emma's not! But Athena is.
I will swim back. Let's go. I can make a new one on the way there.
Aron jumps off of the raft, seeing Matthias go down, and clutches the side of the sinking boat and stands up.
I'm going to hit it with all I've got.
Athena!
What are you gonna do?
I'm going to attack the Oracar with my brain power. As best as I can.
There's a shadow creature.
So I'm down, but not dead.
Yeah, you're out.
7. I'm going to add, Bow, Compelling Visage, Vitality, because I'm doing this to protect and preserve Matthias's life. And
Just distract it for as long
Blessed
as
or Cursed, because I want to curse this creature for hurting my friend.
Okay. So how many statuses did that? Was that? How many power? Excuse me.
4.
Okay, so that's Alter 4. You can choose 2.
I need a... I need to remember what the things are. I'm pulling it up.
This is a really epic scene in my brain.
I
Really
can't do
epic scene in
anything.
general.
That's sad.
You could try to convince Athena to do something.
Athena!
We're gonna do this simultaneously, so what do you choose for your hit it with all you've got?
I want to... I'm gonna get off the raft before I do this, and then I'm gonna hold the target's attention, and
It's your second thing.
can I control the collateral damage? Like, is that the right one to do?
Do you want the secure position is to stop you from taking damage? Control the collateral damage is to stop saving the boat from catching fire. Or
Okay, so
starting to sink.
I will protect myself from taking damage and drop.
Okay. We're gonna do this at the same time. Oh, and guess what, everyone?
Oh god.
Mara is joining us.
Ooh! Woohoo!
We are currently recording. To catch you up quickly, you're not in the scene. But an Oracar is attacking the boat that the players found themselves on last, and they are now in dire straits as Matthias has gone down. He is
I'm
out,
making a fighting
not
retreat.
dead.
Now, was
I've
it...
been impaled. Oh look, I've been impaled.
Partially.
Aron, what are you doing?
Attempting to get the
Get
out
Matthias off the boat. I'm distracting him.
Onto a raft. Or
Roll me a
maybe
sneak
let's make a
around.
raft
I'll
under
make
it.
my own raft. I just gotta get him off this currently
Make a
sinking
raft
ship.
under
If you're
it.
trying to sneak without the Oracar's attracting attention, I need you to roll me a sneak around. And at the
I
same
was
time,
doing
Emma,
it-
you're trying to convince Athena to help, so roll me a convince check. These are all three of these actions are happening simultaneously.
Oh god. Oh no.
I really don't want to have to make a new character.
I just
How
let you
would
take
that work?
Ezekiel.
That is a 5.
I don't know why that felt like a lower blow than like having to get rid of this completely. You'll just play the 6-year-old. It's fine.
Oh, he's 4.
That's
Friendly-
worse. That's worse.
Friendly reminder.
Okay.
I never did.
I rolled a 7, and I have a will to protect. I have knowledge about the faith, and yeah, it's 2, so 7, 8, 9, and what can I like? Can I use like magic powers to convince?
You can certainly try.
It's Athena. She gave you your powers.
Use anything and everything. I would encourage you.
Okay, I'm already at 9.
And remember, you still have your power card and can stand up to authority.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna stand up to authority, of course.
Because Athena
Is
is an
definitely
authority
Definitely
figure.
is authority. That's
Okay, so you have succeeded her into changing her agenda to include yours, at least for the time being. So I will get to do what she does next. Aron, you rolled a 5. Can you add stuff to get that to
Can I add
success?
my little, like the little defense thing I have? Would that work in this situation?
I don't believe it makes him invisible.
I wasn't trying. I don't know how sneakily he's booking it onto a currently sinking
Okay, so
ship.
you failed. You're not stealthy. You can't add anything.
No, I don't think they're trying to be.
What
Aron
are
isn't
your
exactly
tags?
built for stealth.
What are your tags though? I'm sure there's something you can add.
You'd be
Not enough to get me up anyway. And
You're
Can you
talking
use
to
your
one of the
backstory
two
of
characters who
being
has it
military?
glows as a weakness.
Yeah.
Oh. Two characters. The fact that it's two characters.
We both
They're not the
glow.
same
We're both
weakness.
laying here glowing.
Lovely.
He has stuff laying by him that is glowing, and you're just glowing already.
Yeah, but luckily for you, Jane has still maintained the creature's attention, so it doesn't turn to attack you immediately as you get Matthias make another lifeboat, and you do succeed in getting him off the ship.
and make it like a little enclosed lifeboat, so it's like a little like safety egg of glowingness. But it's at least slightly harder just to stab us in.
Yeah, sure. And then...
Like
Because
a little like
of
pot of
your-
kill us.
your convince check. We'll start with Jane. Jane, you see the Oracar turn its attention toward you, ready another spear, looking impatient, and it throws it at you, and you get ready to dodge or maneuver, but it suspends itself midair, caught in glowing astral wings, as Athena has reached out her arm and crushes the spear in her hand. And she maneuvers the wings, which are hard objects, and starts pushing the raft forward like oars.
Yeah.
She moves faster.
Jane quickly swims to get back on the raft.
Yeah, she doesn't offer you a hand or anything to get back on the raft. But the boats are getting away. The Oracar can fly, so it's just gonna hop in the air and start walking. Catch a tiger by its tongue. Oh well. Gonna go path of least resistance and go toward Matthias and Aron.
I will hit it with all I've got again.
God. freaking dang it. Wait, I'm in a little safety glowing blob.
You are in a safety bubble. Before you hit it with all you've got.
We're in a little safety egg.
Roll me a face danger, Aron.
Crap, I can't even see it. How am I supposed to know I'm facing it? Crap.
I feel like you already get the pretense that you are in danger.
That's a 6.
No time.
And you add 4.
I can add my little defense thing because that's my entire character's good defense.
What tags are you adding? Give me their names.
Protect allies and friends, because, well,
That's
I'm doing that.
so applicable in this instance.
Resistance to all attacks, and I'm assuming it's going to attack me. Not
Oh
just,
yes, definitely.
pat on the back. They cleared a little dome. That is what a move is. That's protective and things.
You need one more.
You're
and
on a
work under pressure. Because I imagine there's quite a bit of pressure right now.
There's
with
so
the
much
death.
pressure right now. You're good. You got a
As
10.
the death itself is about to kick down, punt down the
But
door.
it does rip a hole in the barrier as it attacks you. It just misses because it couldn't see you either.
You
More
totally-
safety bubbles. More safety bubbles.
Yeah, you kind of have bubbles inside bubbles.
Yes.
Yeah, we're like a super tiny space just surrounded by this sheer amount of glowing blob.
Yeah, but its attention is now fully focused toward you. Jane, roll me a hit it with all you've got.
Okay. Also, Aron, you totally could have used some of those rolls when you were sneaking around. Like, under pressure. You work well under pressure.
That wasn't gonna. It was
It
one
totally
thing.
could have helped. It totally could have helped.
And protecting your friends, that also is applicable. just saying.
That was
Well,
my
we
defense.
can- We are all panicked and in a very tense situation, so let's not throw some shade about not being the most creative with tags in the moment.
Now what I was trying to like push him to
was told
believe
to
more.
I do encourage
Oh,
everyone to be
now
as
they were
creative
under.
as humanly possible because I'm nice and will accept most stretches.
8, and I
I'm only
will
trying to
add.
be stealthy. I just wanted to get out of the rack. Morning.
I will add bow and compelling visage because I'm trying to draw my attention to him.
You rolled a hit before you got last time.
Okay, so I can't use the.
Can't use the same tags.
8. I will. The right questions because I'm trying to find out how to draw him away from my friends and asking myself, how can I do this? and creative because I'm trying to find a way out of the situation.
Okay. What does that get it to?
10.
Okay, that's a solid success. How many tags did you have?
2.
Okay, that's tier 2. What do you choose? Choose 2.
Oh. I can't. I have too many tabs open. I'm sorry. I'm going to control the collateral because I want to protect the people around me, and I'm gonna get them good.
Okay. Get them good. You fire out. With your powers, once again trying to do a mental attack, though it does seem particularly resistant to it. You can still, your power is strong enough right now, fueled by the desire to protect people that you've come to know, and maybe even some of them you've known for long enough to consider family, so Hera is pushing you forward as well. Like, Emma, you see this scene of solidarity with Typhid, like, standing over Matthias as King David had, in time with Aron, lifted up the shield to hold against the Oracar. And Hera, as Jane reaches forward, does this, mirrors her movement, pushing their powers to their absolute limit.
Okay.
But it's still standing. And I would like to present with you guys maybe something that's not great for you.
No.
Because this is an enemy that has been healing slowly over time, and that you are losing against. You have nowhere to go, because the only way is toward the barrier, and as far as you know, it won't let you through. However, there is one move in the game that we have never used before. Stop holding back. It takes a significant sacrifice, but you can change the way the game, not in the literal sense, but you can change your circumstances drastically. It costs a lot, especially if you fail. But it might be an option that could get you out of this. So it would take a moment to consider if any of you would like to stop holding back.
I'm gonna like sacrifice. What does that mean?
So let me read to you. Stop holding back, because I have a feeling. Oh,
is this an option for me?
No.
Or I'm.
You're
okay.
out. You can't.
You're instead of going blob unconscious.
When you use your powers in a new and never before seen way or scale, tell the MC what you hope to achieve. The MC will tell you what sacrifice it will take from you. Roll plus logos. On a hit, you achieve exactly what you want to achieve and pay the price. So for most of you, it's +2. There are 3 different types of stop holding back. Significant. On a 7 to 9, mark fade and crack, and burn all power tags on one theme. On a 10+, mark fade or crack on one theme. No return. On a 7 to 9, replace one theme. On a 10+, mark fade and crack and burn all the power tags on one theme. Ultimate. On a 7 to 9, you are killed, destroyed, or transformed forever, for now. Take a tier 6 status. You cannot face danger. On a 10+, replace one theme. On a 6 or less, you pay the price for a 7 to 9, but you also lose control over your powers or fail to use them as planned. The MC will decide how and what the consequences are.
Can I?
Start up again.
Unfortunately, no.
You're already.
Because currently Athena is an avatar, so
Yeah.
it's like this 2 full power, but is using it sparingly.
If I wanted to, like, crush his mind, what one would that be?
Well, first of all, what card are most of your mind powers on? Theme?
Well, the Queen of Spades.
So basically how in the City of Mist book defines these: significant, no return, and ultimate. What I pick from is how much I think it will affect the story. Ultimate would be like in D&D, killing the big bad evil guy.
Okay.
Significant, which is, I think, more toward what this is, would be changing your scenario in such a way that you have more options, pretty much. You're still not in a good situation, especially now, even if the Oracar were to vanish. You don't have a boat, and you're facing the barrier. But it might be salvageable. No return. If you wanted to kill the Oracar, if you wanted to make it disappear right now, this is the one you have to use. Significant, you might be able to make it to flee. You might be able to stun it for a while, long enough to at least get to the barrier and maybe do something with that.
Scared away. I'd like it to leave us alone, so I don't want it to be stunned. But I can afford to not kill it. So maybe just make it leave us alone.
Okay. So I want you to roll this.
Okay. Would that be significant then?
If you don't want to kill it, yes.
Okay. That fell. I should probably. Okay, 9. And I can only use Logos, right?
You only have +2. You have +2, because Logos does not mean... No, does not mean the powers you have on the Logos card. It means how many Logos cards you have. Because Stop Holding Back is surprisingly powered by your humanity.
Really?
Because it's you trying to stay yourself and not become an
Mark
avatar.
a fade or crack on Queen of Spades.
Okay.
And you reach forward, and you push your powers out. And you just hit this thing with all you've got. And it reels back suddenly and hisses at you. But it does move back, noticeably. Like, pretty far. What emotion have you severely induced this thing with? Fear?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fear and like a little bit of rage, kind of intimidating it.
Okay. It starts to back away. And it looks pissed off, pretty much. It's gonna do one last thing before it decides to fade from the scene entirely. I need, I think this would be a take the risk from everyone.
We're going to try a safety bubble.
Or face danger, we'll see. Depends. As it uses the shadow to flip over your boats.
Safety bubble doesn't affect it if it's all boat.
It is, but it broke through your safety bubble.
And I added more safety bubbles to the safety bubble.
You did. You just make
You
more
did.
safety. I think feasibly Aron is the one that has to worry the least about it, because you fall off the boat, you just make another one beneath you, and
But-
you're on a boat again.
Oh boy. Ezekiel!
This is mostly to see the reaction time, see if Jane could get a hold of Ezekiel.
Okay.
Over boat.
Take the risk,
Okay.
right?
Yes.
Am I rolling this as well?
No, because you're in the pump bubble.
You can't flip
Okay.
over boat if it's all boat.
You're in a gerbil ball, you're fine.
We're just
Yeah.
rolling and like
That's a
unconscious
buffoon.
me is just like getting flailed.
No, we're in a really small space because there's so many. It's a lot bigger than actually how many layers of this blowing blob.
There's a lot of layers of bubble, so you're actually pretty tight.
Yeah, because comfort was not number one priority. It is
Okay.
just big enough to fit
I'm imagining Aron having to do the most intense plank over unconscious Matthias.
Yes. Anyway,
It is just big enough to fit.
Jane, what did you get?
8, and then I will add martial artist because I have quick reflexes to catch Ezekiel, and vitality because it is very important to me that this child lives.
You catch Ezekiel, and you hold him up. You have some experience swimming. It was one of the many, many things that has been drilled into your skull. Also,
Does Ezekiel make his britches float?
and he tries, but his power is really weak. It's a nascent theme right now, which means he only has one, and it's not very good.
You like kind
That's
of, but not enough to be like.
And it's one, but his weakness cancels it out, whatever that weakness ends up being.
Luckily, human children float pretty good for at least a little bit. Oxygen in them.
But things starts making its way away from you. But scattered and injured and floating in the water or in a gerbil ball, you have to decide what you would like to do next.
Get back on the boat.
If you can go through the barrier. You don't know if you can go through the barrier or not. You guys haven't tried it yet.
I would like to. Is Aron coming over to us, or is he too slow?
We're currently. I can't really see what's going on.
He can't really move. He is in a gerbil bubble. To move, he'd have to run.
He's in a
Yeah,
gerbil.
And it's like a
bubble.
really
Right.
condensed
That's
bubble.
not. It's like this space is just made up to fit like 2 people lying down. You
Yeah,
can't
so
like run
you're
in
just
that.
he's floating with a wide-eyed expression of like there is no boat anymore. It is just me in this bubble.
Can Jane reach
An
out?
unconscious person.
Can Jane reach out and kind of push?
You're already
like,
holding on to Ezekiel.
No, like with my mind. To like
How would you? You don't have
I don't know.
telepathy. or
No, like,
psychic
to-
ability.
Sorry.
to make him feel my emotions. Can I do that?
Like try to
feel
express
your
an idea and communicate to him through emotion. Sure.
Yeah.
Like you won't need to
kinda-
roll for this. This is just.
Okay. I've kind of like
Calm.
no, kind
Release.
of like urgency
Release.
and relief.
Relief. Waves of calm.
I'm like into the bubble. The dramatic music stopped. Maybe we're okay.
But also like
Has
urgency
the boss
because
music ended?
The
because
boss
Matthias
left.
needs to be healed.
Or at least went farther away.
That's
Stop!
like when the evil villains in movies and stuff, they're like explaining the dialogue, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, you're in the trap. You're fine," and then just walk away. The people just get out of the trap.
The
Like
dramatic cape flare is what I'm imagining. Like the swooshy exit.
But it's like actually terrified of you, so it's like make it look dramatic. So I don't look like how terrified I am. I'm suddenly very scared for some reason.
Oh, I like this music.
I don't know if this makes me less or more anxious.
It's either the calm before or after the storm. I really can't tell which one.
This is
This
the calm.
music on this playlist is just called horror music.
Oh, yeah.
It needs to be
Awesome.
either the calm after or the calm before the storm.
Because you guys are still in a problem. You are in the ocean.
Or on the eye of the
With
hurricane.
no protection. Facing a
Athena,
barrier that could be indestructible.
And I am
Fool, I am always protected. You can't be flipped over in boat if everything you see is boat.
Does Aron like get my message and like, hey,
You can,
come
yeah, he can feel like, oh, we need to move that way. Yes.
So I'm gonna remove the top layer so it's now just like an open raft and not a weird egg. I can actually breathe.
Yeah, oxygen
yeah.
was running out.
You
Oh,
can
yeah.
probably make
Also,
oars.
I had no space. It was me and an unconscious person. I'm like, oh dear God.
Yeah, and you guys start to either swim or maneuver
I shall make paddles.
your way toward. Do you make more ships to just get everyone back on a boat?
I'll make a big raft with paddles.
Make a huge raft with paddles, and you pull everyone who got tipped over on
Don't
the other
look
one.
too long into the
Back
paddle.
on the boat.
They're gonna hurt.
Yeah, just stare at the sky. Stare at the sky.
Just don't look
Eyes
at
up. Eyes up.
Don't look at the
But you
raft.
reach the barrier. The ship bumps into it.
I'm gonna put Ezekiel next to Matthias, because Matthias is still like a heater, even though he's unconscious.
Hazel is right next to Matthias, currently trying to heal him.
I'm also gonna try to heal him.
I'm assuming I'm gonna be fading in and out of consciousness, and I just want to throw up like the bro signs, like a thumbs up, or like the cowabunga sign every once in a while. Every time I like.
You are
come
drunk
in,
on blood
I'm
loss.
like-
Yes.
Oh dear God.
And then I'll just go.
What do you
back
guys do
out.
when you reach the barrier?
Can we try to like swim through it without having anything magic?
Do you touch it? Do you try to touch it?
Yeah.
Want me to take the risk?
Why does this dice hate me? I got a 5.
The new dice. That's my
Your
suggestion.
new dice.
I'm loving this green
Got it.
dice tonight. It's very bipolar, but
You got a 5. So
My hand explodes.
I need you to add stuff to that, if you would so please.
Please do.
You can do this.
I'm gonna do work under pressure since I don't want my hand to explode. I guess protect allies and friends, because if it does work, I'll be helping everyone on board.
Okay. 7.
Can I stand up to the authority that is the barrier?
I'll allow it.
That works. I'm okay with that.
You're pushing the can stand up to authority thing, but that's just more reasons for me to eventually add grip mode into this.
I'm desperate. I don't know what the heck to add.
I realize your desperation.
Anybody have any help points you'd like to dispose of this time?
I can't help you right now.
Can Matthias pop back into
You're out.
consciousness? No. Sorry, dude.
Athena.
I can try to help with your other tags, because I know... I don't know if you want to.
This is entirely, it's a player decision, so.
Should I make myself resistant to all attacks so the hand does explode? It might not explode.
That's perfect. 10.
Is that good enough?
That is good enough.
Okay, what happens?
You
Oh,
touch the
God.
barrier, and for a moment, this sense of unhallowed dread fills you but you quickly throw up a barrier around your own hand as you touch it, as the barrier sparks out. You think that would have really, really hurt.
Oh boy.
Okay, we're gonna paddle around the barrier. Everybody buckle up, let's get ready.
It's gonna
We can go fishing.
It's gonna take a couple days. But this is for touch. You think if you found, like, you have heard stories in the past that the barrier's been broken before.
What? Break
So,
the
was anybody thirsty when we got here? Because otherwise you are screwed.
You don't have any
Thirsty,
supplies.
you're gonna
You
win.
couldn't last a couple days.
We could heat the water up with Matthias's fire and evaporate.
It seems like a lot. Like, are you alive?
Not just water, but it's food. It's the major concern of survival here.
fishing? Oh yeah,
can
it's
get
you're next to
fish.
shore, right?
We have fish. We know which
Right?
ones not to eat since Matthias tried to eat
Oh, they
them.
have to deal with having deficiency.
You're near the shore.
Deficiency.
Yeah, how shallow is it here?
You can't reach the bottom. But you,
I
Emma,
reached the bottom?
it's a pretty deep ocean. But you can, like, reach the bottom faster than you could 100 feet ago.
Oh, can't do anything there. Are there more fish here?
Smaller ones, yeah.
Okay.
And the bottom of this ocean is rocky. It looks like the starting of a reef.
Oh, reef, that's not good, not good.
All right, so let's begin our hike across the great ocean.
We need fresh water. That's the real problem.
Is it, who
I can't
is
make it
thirsty?
anymore.
Raise your hand.
Yeah, and so if there's an island there, we might want to see. And it doesn't look like it's gonna rain anytime soon, does it? What are the weather patterns?
That is
Hello.
the most intimidating thing.
Hello.
Hi. I don't know.
Oh no, she did the okay thing. Oh.
The sky looks clear.
Ah,
Ah.
Cramp.
You don't see anything. It does not appear to be trapped. Are you
Always
sure?
say that.
The sky doesn't appear to be trapped.
Are you sure about that?
Suddenly, the entire sky's trying to
So
kill
you-
us.
So you touch it. All of these are GM things that get
Yes.
your heart pumping. So do you touch it? Like,
Just for clarification, you do do the thing, right?
what was the marching order again?
It is Ashley's goal to make us all paranoid.
Yes.
And
Okay, so should we head to the island before we try to go to
You mean
the
the
end of
you want to go
Oracar?
back to the Denal?
No.
Over my dead body. I would rather
no.
dive first
The
than deal
main,
with
I
them
thought there
again.
was a shore that we were close to.
It's on the other side of the barrier.
On the other side of the barrier. Okay, so we have to get going around and pray.
Yeah,
that
go around,
Longer
or you
wait
could try to
the
break
first
it.
we're gonna get.
That's your two
Water-
ways forward at this point.
Not gonna break the barrier. No. Thank you.
How would you break the
And
barrier?
you know that Oracar thing, what you did to it, it's temporary.
Nothing's coming
Right up.
back, you guys.
Why are you guys going the other way?
We'll try to get some distance on it then, shall we?
I think you guys are gonna have to break the barrier.
We don't want to break the barrier. That would be
Not
bad.
a smart thing to do, no.
We don't want to let that Oracar that is chasing us out. Then it can follow us more.
So
I
just,
hopped through
have
the
I been
barrier to the
healed
other
at all?
side.
Yes, you're back up now.
Okay,
I hopped
how many
through the barrier
statuses
to the
were
other
taken down?
side, and I'm
This
like,
is going to be over the course of a couple hours, so eventually all of them.
Okay.
Hazel can heal pretty much anything. And with the help of Jade, you're back up eventually.
Okay. When I'm back up, I realize the precariousness of our situation. And I would like to change the game again and turn myself back into a human motor.
Okay. What
Now
type
they're
of
glowing
boat
now.
did you make?
That's
Aron?
all.
Like a raft?
Okay.
Like a floaty raft?
Like a life raft.
So a floating raft.
I can make another boat.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, Aron, can you make us something like metal that can go fast and like survive?
Can you add a motor to this boat?
Make
Yeah,
a
like why don't you
canoe.
just
Hold on
make
a
a
second. Can I
speedboat?
make a
or
motor? How would
pontoon?
that work?
I don't know. Can you try and make a boat right there? Try and
Wait,
make
I know.
like
I want to make a
speedboat.
motor. I want to see how that's gonna work. I try to make like
Just
a
a
boat.
motor.
Just make a speedboat right there. Just
Yeah, like a
poop.
speedboat with like
speedboat.
motor included. I want to see what happens with the motor. Is it just like for show? Does it actually work?
It's all glowing mass when it appears in the water.
Is there a little thing to yank?
Yes, absolutely.
Does the motor work? Wait a second.
Jane will yank.
But it's really hard to make out images when everything is the exact same glowing bright color.
No,
I'm
I
gonna
got
yank
this,
the
guys.
thing.
Trust me. It's my power now to work it. That feels like it. Yeet. I like awkwardly like shuffle across the glowing motor and find a little pull. Does it work? I'm so confused.
It does not.
Darn. All right.
But this boat can hold up to speeds.
Anything
Does
about
it have a
They-
steering wheel, or did you
it-
make one with a rudder on the back?
It's not. I don't think it works, but it's just, it's a motor. But the motor's just a model of a motor, apparently.
They're both made out of the same glowing white material.
That
What's
one's
the
more
Minecraft
aerodynamic.
music in the
Let's go to
background?
that
We're the
one.
ones making a boat, like.
And it's bigger.
Everybody, on to the new boat.
So we trade boats, and I turn myself into a human motor.
Go, Flora.
So that's a change the game roll.
Yes. In the distance, the Oracar ran away, but it's still watching you guys. It got out of melee range, but it's still there.
As this is going on, Jane
See-
is going to.
These dice are so bipolar. 1 minute to 1, and I go down, and now it's a 10. And I can use, and I'm gonna actually audibly warn everyone and be like, I'm gonna be screaming and breathing fire, so everyone prepare themselves. And then I would like to
Go in
use
earmuffs.
deafening screams, breathe fire. That's 2. Strength of a Titan, because I can hold my position. And sleep is for the weak, and I can do this all night. So that's 4.
Okay. You motor off.
Yeah. So should I
But
create the...
You would all notice that the Oracar stays equal distant to what it was.
Of course it freaking does.
There's a reason these things almost wiped out the continent at one point.
I can see why. They just annoy them to death.
It stands in the distance. And you guys feel like if, like, there's a paranoia sleeping in. If you go to sleep, it might take that as a weakness and attack.
Good thing I don't need to sleep.
You don't need to sleep.
Aron refuses to sleep on a normal day, let alone a paranoid day. He's not.
We
To
need
your
to
own
sleep.
detriment.
We need to sleep in shifts, so we aren't in super danger.
Can we sleep on Aaron's boat? Is that something that's physically
I
possible?
mean, your melatonin levels are pretty low because of all the perpetual light.
It's like disintegrate. I don't know how this works. I don't know how long this could just evaporate.
Oh yeah. Oh, has the basket for?
You'll find out.
Oh, fun.
If I like pass out unconscious, does it just like evaporate? I really don't know how this works.
Who knows?
So I'm going to take first shift.
We know the basket lasted like over a day, so we should be okay.
But that
Now,
wasn't.
speaking of that, Matthias is going to look at his watch. How damaged is it?
So damaged. Throw it to the ocean.
I would make you.
Oh,
a
and then
one,
Matthias is
but-
going to frown even further and pull out his phone.
All of your phones. All possessions that you took with you into the water that could be water damaged. Gone.
I feel like Jane would have the fancy phone that's got the waterproof thing on it.
It's got the vest, but it's still been submerged in salt water.
It's been in the vest. There's also a harpoon-shaped hole in said vest.
But
Yeah.
it was just the water damage, right?
The
Because you can
Oracar gets
recover
closer.
memory.
Athena, the Oracar is gonna keep attacking. Is there anything you can do?
Super powerful deity. Do you feel like doing something yet?
Being an avatar and being a god. That's slightly different.
You snapped your fingers and literally murdered like 5 people. You can't do something against that.
Different magics. Mortals are easier.
Can we at least slow it down?
There's a reason those things are so deadly.
Well, yeah, I
They're
can
immortal.
eat magic.
I'm gonna go about teaching Ezekiel how to swim. Like, just telling him. Because I feel like that's important.
Right now, yeah.
The Oracar gets closer as more of you fall asleep. Every time one of you falls asleep, it gets a little bit closer.
and refuses to sleep. I will not be the reason.
Jane will wake until someone wakes up. We're taking shifts.
Not,
Adamant about that.
Every time it sees someone falls asleep, it gets a little closer.
Not good.
over my dead,
It
exhausted
can
body.
clearly fly very fast, so it'd be hard to speed away from it.
I'm pushing myself to the extreme.
You want to stop holding back here? Try to
You know
escape?
what? Yeah, let's do that.
Before you do, though.
Oh, before I do.
Yes, before that. I imagine
Before
you
that
you don't get that immediately, because before a while, your card does make it seem like you're losing it. Like it goes slow first, but then it's like, oh, I need to be able to see him, so goes forward.
What do you want?
Yeah, what does
It looks like it's
want?
working up the courage to attack again, as it readies a spear in its hand, and as you get ready to burst forward in like super speed. There's something sticking out of the Oracar's chest. Another shadowy arrow, but it is tipped with blue heart.
Is it good or
You
bad?
see in the distance. Well, it'd actually be probably too far away to see it first. First, it starts as a block of black and white.
I moved towards it so I can see it clearly because I can't be affected right
As
now.
far as you can tell, it's another Oracar.
Oh.
It just
Except
wanted
this
to
one
kill.
looks notably more humanoid.
Oracar looks this one a lot more humanoid.
With white features, it has a bow and arrow that it made out of shadow, and it dismisses it out of hand. And also, you notice where it cuts the arrowheads of blue heads, it has them separate, hanging on a belt.
Huh. Smart. I report everything back. to Athena, because she's the only one who's moonlighted.
Hair and clothing made of shadow, but skin is pearlescent white, and so are its eyes. On the Oracar, the Oracar that it shot takes the arrow out of its chest, still standing, still alive, but now barely injured. Because it still has some of it can't heal everything that you guys did to it.
Who did to it? That who did to it?
You guys did to it. Matthias specifically mostly did to it.
Also that blue heart thing that, because you attacked him with the blue heart spear, and Catalina
Matthias and Catalina. Dual effort, like the blue heart weapon is definitely the damage that has stayed around the longest. Like you can still see the indent in his shoulder.
Now it ended in the chest.
Good to know.
And it turns around and starts focusing attention on the Oracar. Emma is probably still the only one who can make out any detail of what's going on. If you want.
Oh, and I'm yelling all this back to Athena, of course, so she can report it.
Of course, she chooses not to be communicative or helpful.
Athena, please! I think it's important.
She communicates
to know
the basic idea. She doesn't communicate everything you say, but it's like, there is another Oracar. It has shot the first Oracar.
The second one is more human.
Not a gun. The second one looks different.
Human! More human! God damn it!
Different? Well, they said they've been getting, like, more human-looking over time. Like,
you guys can feasibly make the assumption. You have looked into this.
It's either coming to help us, or it just wants to kill us even more than it. It's like, screw you, I want this kill. Either it's bad,
hey, Aron.
or okay.
Hey, Aron.
Yeah.
Do you really need to coat your bullets in blue heart?
How long has it been since we started? Like, how long has it been since this thing has been falling as people went to sleep?
It's been a couple hours.
Huh.
Like, enough where people have gotten enough sleep maybe to wake up?
Most people haven't fallen asleep. It felt unsafe.
That some people did.
Ah!
But a battle is being waged in the distance.
Okay.
I'm there to watch it.
Relax!
You can't...
Battle music on, we're all gonna fear for our lives.
The power of live music has really energized me to do this more. You guys move cautiously still, but Emma, you're keeping an eye on the fight.
Oh yeah.
The shadowy Oracar moves toward the more humanoid one, enraged, throwing spears of shadow. But you would gather that the more human-looking ones are the older ones, the ones that are more powerful.
Oh, older?
The more human one is older?
So it just catches the spear.
That's like the reverse of what we know about.
Or younger. Or ageless.
Newer. Human-looking one is the one with the more experience.
More experienced. Definitely more experienced. Like, he has blue heart weapons on him. Not only the arrowheads, but daggers. And you would notice, probably the most advanced blue heart construction you've ever seen, Emma, armor. Patches of armor, cloak, made of blue heart, jewelry. Like, stuff that you gather from Everett that they're very conservative with their blue heart because they have a limited supply. They blocked off the Denal where blue heart is from. Really, that is not true here.
That's concerning. They're like, oh yeah, just throw a blue heart around. What's it?
Yeah, it's just an earring here, a bracelet there. It's fine.
This stuff is everywhere.
Where the more shadow Oracar is attacking like an animal, like a beast. This one's clearly trained in combat.
It didn't pick up the arrow that it sent at the one, right?
No, the other one pulled it out of its chest and tossed it into the ocean.
Hey, Catalina.
It's not metal.
Okay.
The heart isn't metal.
Well,
And it was attached to a shadow arrowhead, so the shadow disappeared.
Okay. It stuck the blue heart on the shadow. That's interesting.
It's not that weird. Shadow can
Emma,
apparently, so if I were to
roll me an
attack.
investigate check.
Oh, I thought you saw me. I was scared. I was like, how? I don't like that face.
You don't like me smiling ever so slightly and like looking me at the camera with a cocked head, just.
And suddenly another Oracar shows up, and it's got freaking blue heart assault weapons.
It also has a tank. It's a tank.
It has a tank made
A
of
water
blue
tank.
It has a battleship made out of this entirely of blue heart.
Alright, I rolled a 7. I'm going to do fast attack, of course. Fast learning, learn to fight, because I want to learn how they fight.
Okay, so that's 10, added 3.
Yep.
Okay, so ask your 3 questions.
Oh, I get 3 questions.
So you're investigating.
Does the Oracar with the more blue heart stuff look like they're just trying to defeat the other Oracar to get to us to defeat us? Or do they look like they're just defeating the other Oracar, not to get to us?
Trying to gauge its intentions is a little hard because it is so far from human. It's alien. And it's kind of hard to ascertain.
Is it like glancing at us?
It does look at you guys, like at the boat, and it occasionally glances at you. It looks at you quizzically, like, weird, floaty, transparent human thing over there. That's strange.
Shocked. And my other question,
It doesn't seem angry, though, or like it's hunting you like the other one does. The other one had this primal rage in its eyes that this one just doesn't possess.
Like, is it riding its own thing, or like how is it moving? Is it just flying like?
It's just
one?
flying.
Okay.
One more question.
Does it look like their fight will be long enough for the others to go away?
No, this looks like it'll be a very short fight.
Oh boy, I
Looks like it's one-sided.
And
You
then
will
I
share
fly over-
most of the important information there.
I fly over to the Oracar, like vaguely away from the fight.
So you are flying over there.
And saying a distance, because if he can see me, that means he can probably injure me, and I don't want that.
Which is fair. But he does not kill the other Oracar, but he grabs it and pulls it forward by its own shadows. And it whispers something to it that you can't quite hear. And it
Is there
throws it,
anything
and
from-
it scatters back a
okay.
couple feet. Not superhumanly, but a couple feet in the air. And the thing takes off running. As fast as it can, which creates a full-on sonic boom, flying away.
Oh.
Excited to get away. And it immediately looks at you. And it puts away its weapons. It starts to reconfigure. It looks at the ocean where its arrowhead has fallen and kind of shakes its head like, not supposed to lose those.
Hello?
Yes, hello. Are you a human?
I...
Is that a yes
Good
or a no?
question.
Oh no.
Currently I'm a ghost. You can see me. No one alive can
I
see
can see
me.
most things. My specialty is to see the unseeable.
Oh.
You and
You're
your
not
curious appearing friends.
You're not going to hurt us, are you?
Hurt you? No.
Sigh of relief.
Be super furious of me. I just defeated an enemy for you. What a waste that would be.
I don't know. Some people would like to. Could have just defeated it to have us all for yourself. Don't do that, please.
Stupid.
Yeah. What
Although
exactly do
I would
you
expect that many people would try to be getting at you all.
want? Yep.
You are Kingmakers, right? I was not wrong about that assumption.
No, you're right. We're kind of lost. Very lost
Yes.
in the world.
Very lost. There hasn't been a normal human in the Denal for a very long time. Though I suppose you're not normal.
Normal human.
Plenty of strange things have wandered in and out of the Denal. They make a habit out of it.
Oh, that's not fun.
Plenty of strange things live here. Speaking of which, are you all going to be okay?
No. No. We have no food, no water. Does it look like we're going to be okay?
On you.
Uh-huh. Really?
I'm imagining halfway through this conversation, Emma just gets whoop, reaches the end of her leash and is just like,
Yeah, if you're keeping movement.
Still moving, yeah. We haven't
This Oracar is walking and talking.
Well,
Noticing
I'm
you
being
being
pulled away.
You're not like teleported. You're just being slowly dragged.
Yes.
So he follows after you,
Wait,
kind of confusedly.
I can't. There's a limit distance I can go. Kind
Fascinating.
Cold. Did you say a name for the other Oracar?
Jennifer.
Jennifer. Hey, what's your name?
Knox.
Knox. Thank you. Pretending to write on a piece of paper. Thank you.
Do you need assistance?
Yes, we need assistance. Pretty badly.
In what way do you need
right now.
assistance?
I think this is a better discussion to have with everyone, not just me as a spokesperson.
Very well.
know?
Lead the way.
I go down slowly. They're not trying to attack.
All
me
you
or the
guys
other
see
person.
is this other Oracar suddenly drift toward your boat.
should I burn it?
Speed up, speed up, speed
Athena
up.
raises her hand. No. Emma, he can see Emma. I've been talking.
Only other
Okay,
person
so
I
How
can
is
talk
that
to.
It's
reassuring?
really not that.
Peacefully.
Now we're screwed if
Okay. Peacefully talking.
His name is. What are your pronouns again? Him?
Yes.
Okay. His name is Knox.
Athena doesn't say anything.
Do you have names?
Yeah, my
Dude.
name's Emma.
Is it close enough we can hear?
Yes.
It's just talking
He's
to
still continuing. Like he's making eye contact with thin air, like assumably where Emma is.
Wait, you're just hanging out? I'm gonna look at where Emma, like, where it's looking.
Can
right
they
over
not
my
see?
shoulder.
Is that why you were surprised that I can see? Can
Yeah.
they not?
They can't see me.
And they can't see the others then, I would assume.
Nope. Although I've described them to them, so.
How
Yeah,
have you
the
described
rest
them to
too.
them if they can't see you?
Oh,
This must be
I,
some human matter I don't understand.
that's my body. Right there.
You do
Like
share a
giant
striking
glowing
resemblance,
woman.
but I have been informed that humans sometimes have twins. So I did not want
Not
to
my
assume
twin.
wrong.
That's not my twin. That's me and someone, Athena, currently possessing it. So, yeah, I kind of went back into my body, described it, and then was kicked out of my body again.
That is
So we're
rude.
hearing one side of
Long
this
story.
conversation.
Yeah, you hear him, so that is rude. Anyway, I have been
I mean,
informed that you all need assistance. And
What
I am
is
to
it?
ask what type of assistance you need.
Looks a bit bewildered.
And like this doesn't come with like a trade-off, like I give you assistance and you give us your eternal soul or anything like that.
Why
if we
would
even
I
have
do that?
I don't know. I don't even.
Why did
Look.
your friend attack? Well,
Yeah.
that other Oracar attack us
Not
out of the
friend.
They
blue.
are fallen.
Not
Large
friend.
air quotes on friend.
They are fallen.
Fallen how? From sentience?
Crazed. I am not. You do not need to worry.
That's what someone says exactly when you need to worry.
So, why do you look more...
What could
not
I say
me.
to be comforting to you, human?
Give us food or water, maybe, as a show of faith.
I do not need to eat or drink, so I do not carry them with me. Though there are others back at the Denal that do.
You could
There's
answer us...
water there.
You could answer us a few questions.
I am
Or
open
you could
to
help
that.
us get through the barrier.
Would you like me to break it for you?
No.
No.
That is the only way through the barrier.
Then I guess we're going around still.
Would you like faster transportation?
That would be nice.
You would have to go farther inland first.
Are there
Are
There
more...
are faster ships there.
Are there more fallen inland then?
There
Or-
are. But they avoid us. Me.
So why do you look more human? Because you aren't fallen,
The
presumably?
fallen are the shadow ones. This one's...
Because
If
I
they're
am not
fallen, what are
fallen.
He still has shadows.
We can't hear her!
So as far as you were, he just said, I am not fallen.
Great. So,
So we know you guys as Oracars. You have your own name for yourself?
We are Oracars. That
Okay.
name will do.
Okay.
We have
So
other
weird to
names,
hear, like,
but you can speak that one.
Is Athena like translating, or is this
No.
Nope.
this is like
Okay.
hearing, like, when you're in the room when your mom's on the phone.
Yes.
Like, you think you know what's going on, but you're still really
What is a
lost.
phone?
I pull out
Oh.
mine.
What is this cracked brick of black?
Oh,
Dead,
it
that's
used
what
to
it
work.
is.
It
Yeah.
used to work. You used to like
Yeah.
light up and have a bunch of things, and you could like communicate with someone a bunch of miles away.
Like a scrying stone.
Yeah,
one of those?
we've seen some
You
of
have
these.
one of
Those, yeah.
I have seen them before.
It's like a fancy scrying stone, thoh.
It's
Yeah,
very
you can
fancy.
send
You can play
memes
games on
and
it
stuff.
too. Do you know what memes are?
What is a meme?
Oh, you're missing out. Oh,
It's
Say you can spend about our world. The second thing you mention is it memes.
yeah.
It's like
funny illustration. So it's an illustration with like funny text with it.
which is often very pointless.
It's funny.
I do not
Well, funny.
understand humor very well.
Yeah, I can tell.
I miss Canes.
Seconded. So, can you maybe tell us more about the Oracar? We really don't know a ton, other
What
than
would you like to know?
Ooh, yes, please. I can't
Um,
write a Mysterio. But some of you better
should
write.
I
and
roll
look
an
at you guys
investigation
and
check
listen to
for
you.
this?
Yeah, and you can ask him. You can each ask him the amount of questions you would like to. For of course, Emma's will be one-sided, so you'll only get the answers and not the questions. In fact, for proper effect, if you roll an investigation check, Emma, private chat me your questions.
Yes.
This is great. I'm gonna roll an investigation check. Because then he has to answer truthfully.
9 plus 1 for learning. Can I add more?
You did an investigation check net last time, so you have to be careful about the types you used last time.
Right.
Okay.
I know you.
Okay, 2. So 2 questions. Solid success. Jane.
6, studious, the right questions. Creative, because there's a whole people that I don't understand, and I'm trying to wrap my head around it.
One more.
One more. Stand up to authority, because this is like a creature.
You know what? Sure.
Crazy creature.
Okay. Emma asks her question first. They hear a song, and it calls to them, and then it drives them mad.
You get to do another question.
Oh my god, I've heard a story similar to that before.
Yeah, we got this perspective from one of them one time for one of the beginner things, didn't we?
Yeah, the interlude.
What are your questions, Jane?
Is this thing just fascinated with us? Or, like, it doesn't...
Are you asking me questions, or are you asking it questions?
You. I'm trying to ascertain, like, why it's communicating with... Like, what are its intentions?
We can sense its emotions.
Okay.
So, feeling that, it does seem interested in you all in, like, a pleasantly curious sort of way. You would note that all the emotions are very muted. So,
okay.
A little bit of pleasant curiosity, the tiniest bit of regret, fascination.
Regret. So that's one.
Oh yeah, he pauses. I'm gonna ask the next question. What is this empire you speak of? Oh, I imagine they have only had encounters with the fallen. So there is much, I would imagine.
Athena, would you be willing to shed some light on what Emma's been saying, or?
Are you not smart enough to figure it out?
Is he gonna answer the question?
I mean, technically he did.
No, he just said there isn't much. It doesn't help. That doesn't really answer the question.
Well, much about our culture, I would imagine. Not all of us are intent on conquering and killing. I imagine
can't ask any more
we are
questions.
just as varied as most peoples are.
I think I understand what's going on, what he's talking about.
What does Athena look like? What does Athena look like? I need to know.
He looks vaguely interested in this whole conversation and also smirking.
I want to ask one more question.
I'm gonna ask. Do you mind me asking, how old are you compared to the other Oracar?
Compared to the other Oracar or compared to you?
Compared to other, how old are more humanoid Oracar compared to less the fallen or
Fallen versus the, like,
Usually older, but not always.
so you're usually older than the fallen.
Usually.
young naivety.
Sometimes old can become fallen. And sometimes
naivety
young can
fallen
become not.
I have a question I want to ask, but I can't.
Have you heard this song before?
Everyone hears it. It is just a matter of tuning it out.
That's pretty fun. Not us. We don't hear it.
Oh, clearly
say
we're
that-
tuning it out.
Do you say this out loud?
Yes?
No human can hear it. It is quieter in the Denal proper. Most of us stay there.
Oh.
Has the song always been there? Has it gotten louder as of late? Is that
Song
why
has remained, as it always has.
I think I have one or two more?
Let's say 2. That'll be nice.
Okay.
Round up.
Let's see.
And if anyone else has any other ideas, if you're lacking,
Culture.
It would
chat.
Think about the culture.
Well, okay. Well, I'm trying to put, so I can assume from the responses to Emma's questions that, like, the reason that more people are coming out doesn't necessarily have to do with the song or the Oracar, but just their varying wants. Because he said,
if you wanted to ask why more fallen have been attacking, you certainly can. And that's a question.
Sonya, out of care. Okay, yeah. I'll ask why more fallen have been attacking. I'll ask why more fallen have been attacking as of late.
Population has grown. More people have risen.
Okay. So there's more of them.
Risen? Wait, what do you mean by risen? Did you guys just rise out of the ground or something?
Have taken the next step. From shadows to Oracars.
How are you guys created? How and why were you created?
How and what?
You start human. That was long ago for me. Some people it is not that long ago. You become a dust. And if you are lucky, you grow more powerful to become a shadow. And if you are lucky still, you rise to become an Oracar.
So you used to be a human?
Very, very long ago. It is faint in my memory.
What is a dusk? I'm out of questions, but that was just what they had to answer truthfully, right?
Mm-hmm. It gains the smallest of powers that Oracars do. They undergo a concentrated ritual. And they gain some limited abilities. Longevity being the primary one.
Does anyone else want to roll investigation?
I mean, you can ask him questions, but he could lie now.
Yeah, which is why I kind of feel like it.
And feel free, Matthias, Aron, chime in.
Yeah.
So, about the whole, like, barrier thing.
Yeah.
I'm going to turn to the rest of the group. Is it a good idea to go to the Denal and get a faster boat, or should we just see if we can collect rations and go for it?
I feel like it.
How far is the edge of the barrier? Like,
The edge of the barrier from here is a week's travel, maybe more.
We need
We need
water.
either a faster ship or faster.
At your speed, it might be less.
Okay.
Still. Water.
And can like Hazel and I lower statuses of dehydration?
You could try.
Okay.
Your power might be more effective in that regard because it's more magical, where Hazel's is more biological.
I thought that might be the case.
So we could try and fish for food and boil water.
I'm like, the glowing fishing rods do a relatively okay job attracting crab.
Or we could risk it and go to potentially a hostile place.
I
don't
say
know, it's
through
not
the
I'm
mall.
just as I'm curious. I'm as curious as I'm sure everyone is.
Everywhere is hostile
Oracar.
to us.
Let's go slightly less hostile. I say we just make
It's your son, so your call.
Honestly, Noxie's been one of the few people who hasn't been vaguely hostile to us.
That seems unfortunate. You all seem like nice people.
You guys just hear that.
So
nice
if
having another person to talk to, like that everybody else can hear. That is just really confusing for them, only to hear one side of the conversation.
Oh, right. I did not consider that. Would you like me to translate?
Nah, she's predictable.
Sure.
no, maybe for you.
Jeez.
I don't know Emma that well.
Tell me what you
Sure.
wish to be heard, and I will say it.
Oh.
But like, just out of
I
curiosity,
don't know. Not yet.
I would like to roll investigation.
Can you tell Jane that I'm making bunny ears behind her, and I make bunny ears behind her?
No, the Shadowlings cannot turn into Orcars. They are dead.
Okay. Okay, that makes
They
sense.
can be controlled easily, but they are dead.
I rolled a 1, so
Nothing. Oh, but what? Ask like you're so fail. I'll keep that in mind. It's fine. You're fine.
For now.
What do you guys want to do?
Can you tell Jane that I'm making bunny ears behind her, please?
Yes. That words exactly. Whoever
Just
here
say-
is Jane. What would you like me to say?
Waves.
I am making bunny ears behind you.
Emma is making bunny ears behind you.
It goes right through my hand.
You got the pleasure of having my hand go through your etherealness. I'm sure that was uncomfortable for you.
Pleasure, I say.
So, are we gonna...
Pleasure, she says in a sarcastic tone.
Thank you. Thank you, Nox.
Are we turning towards the Denal, or are we
I
continuing in
say
our
screw
direction?
that. We're probably safer.
Wait. I have yet to try. Can I try something? I want to, peek my head, see if I can, see the insides of people. Can I, because I can, go through. Just see if I can float through someone and see their blood or whatever.
Sure. If you want to
Which
make
one
it
of
that
us?
grizz, you can.
Ugh.
I mean, Mattie's
That's
would probably be
good.
very interesting. It's all bright lava in there.
Ooh. Studying anatomy.
The Oracar looks at you. There are not many humans in the Juno, but they exist. And we know how to treat them. You would be safe until you can receive transportation.
How long would that take?
What sort
It
of
depends
power?
on the city we go. I do not belong to a tribe.
Right.
So what sort of power?
Tried.
What sort of power do you have in the city compared to other non-fallen?
Around average, I would expect for Oracar. But most of people are not Oracar.
Is there a hierarchy in your society, presumably?
Wait, if most
We
people are not
respect our
Oracars,
elders.
what are they? If most people aren't
Dusts or
Oracars.
shadows.
Oh, okay.
Most of them are content with staying dusks or shadows.
I mean, I'm down to go there. Tell them I vote to go there. It's fine.
Emma votes to go where?
I'm impartial on the matter. I think both are.
I mean, it'd be interesting to see.
It'd be interesting to see the worker. Yeah.
Okay, but it's not a matter of interest right now. I completely understand the curiosity.
That's
But,
why I said it was your decision.
We split up our group. I'm just putting that out there. I cannot make that decision.
Are there more
This
of
is
you?
not a thing that's
you have-
completely up to me.
Nox, do you
Of
have
course there are more of you.
scrying spears in the cities that we could use?
There are mages that are adept at such arts. Do you all know each other, Kingmakers? Are you all
Yes, we do.
acquainted?
Yeah.
We are acquainted.
That is interesting.
Why do you say
Why?
so?
There are other Kingmakers in the Denal.
There are.
Oh.
Yes.
Do
I
you-
would not suggest going to them.
And why is that?
They are with Laristus's tribe.
Who's Laristus?
A powerful Oracar.
Are they there willingly?
What do you think?
No. We might know them. Do you happen to know their names?
Or their
I do
description?
not know their names, but I do know what they look like.
That would be helpful to know. If you could.
He will describe Kai, Alyssa, Nina, Lucille, and flipping through my notes.
And Jane is sold.
And Gabriel.
Hi there.
Kai. She will like grip her thing. Okay.
You gotta change your vote, Jane.
Yep.
The fact that both Jane and I had the same reaction.
But if you would like to bring your friends with you, I'm sure scouts can be sent to retrieve them.
Yes.
We like to keep up the illusion that the barrier is enough to keep all of us out. This is certainly not true. We know where it ends. We are not all beasts. The Fallen are, and they do not know that, so they attack mindlessly. But we tend not to interfere with humanity. And the song is strong there, so Oracars, who are not fallen, tend to steer clear of the barrier if they can.
Is this song stronger when you're around us?
Not particularly. It gets stronger the closer you get to the mainland.
Okay. So it
Just
doesn't have
radiating
to
off the mainland, or like just... Oh yeah, have you been in the mainland?
No. And I have no
Okay.
intention to.
So it doesn't have to do with the humans. Or
Being this close to
presumably
the barrier is already enough.
Probably.
But
Well,
it is my job.
your job to patrol the barrier?
Make sure the barrier is not swarmed. Yes.
By Fallen.
Mm-hmm. I hunt them. I send them back. I do not kill them. There would be no point.
Why is there no point to killing the Fallen?
More would come in their place.
Um,
And there is hope. Fallen have turned from the song before.
So after you fall, you can regain your sanity and
Somehow.
sanity? Oracar
Sanity.
sanity?
No
Sanity.
sanity.
So, I mean, we're going to the Denal.
I will guide you. But what tribe do you wish to go? I can transport any of us there instantly. The tribes have circles, and he will show his blue heart bracelet, and it has a bunch of runic designs that none of you would understand on it?
Teleportation.
I can call back if I need to.
Larish, what's her name?
Loristus. You would like to go?
Laris?
No, you
I would
said
like
that
to
that
know
was a
more.
bad idea.
I would like to know more about her and how she
And
acts.
his second, Thirana, both Oracars. They live underground in a city also named Lorestus.
Oh.
They are very old, both of them.
And you said we could get our friends back?
I said they are there. And I can transport or send scouts out to retrieve others if you would like.
Others.
Others being...
Your other
From-
friends on the mainland. Dusks
Oh, yeah.
do not feel the song, and neither do shadows. Only Oracars hear the song.
The power comes with a price.
I feel like it might be a bad idea to go and send scouts to get the people who are on the mainland and bring them all the way out here.
Yeah,
What
I
is
thought he was talking about sending scouts to get our friends.
No, not from the other tribe, from the mainland.
Yes, I know. He said that.
And bringing them here to the Janal.
I agree,
bring
that's
them
a
a
bad
message,
idea.
Yeah.
I'm saying I thought he was saying something else.
A message? Is it possible to send them a message at least? To your scouts?
Absolutely. What would you like to say?
Hey, we're in the Renal. We're gonna
Yes.
go get Kai and all the
Hey, we're
others.
stuck in the Denal. Kai, Alyssa, Nina, Lucille, and Gabriel are also here. Don't come.
No
Stay
one
where
is
you
dead
are.
yet.
No one is dead yet.
Would you like to be transported to the Orestes tribe?
How about we go somewhere more friendly first, perhaps?
Yeah.
I don't think we're prepared
There are
to...
no tribes close to the Orestes tribe.
Is it possible to teleport from another place there after we go?
They do not connect each other. Not all of them are friends. I have the position that allows me to come and go as I please.
I am asking you if you could transport us maybe twice.
I have work to do.
Okay.
Right.
If you are swift, and I could, what would you like to do at this other tribe?
Get food, get water.
Maybe more blue heart? We need to get something that
Perhaps
will...
I have given you the wrong impression. Orestes would not hurt you. He would not seem a danger to you. But he is dangerous in other ways.
Like,
Are there not humans who are not dangerous physically, but are dangerous in other ways?
powerful. As in,
Would he allow us to take our friends? Presumably not, without a fight.
It depends. Technically, he only needs one of them.
oh.
Or
he
what?
wants it.
He wants the vote, but...
I think he is fairly confident that if he were to get it, he would crush any opposition.
I'm sure he would.
I do not think that is true.
Ha-
Humans have killed Fallen. Fallen have killed Oracars.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess we want to go there then, don't we?
Yeah.
Guess so.
But like you said, it's not one person's choice. Is everyone okay with this?
Oh yeah, Autumn. Shoot, they can't hear me. Forgot.
Yeah, Autumn. Oh shoot, they can't hear me. I forgot. I believe that was a prompt for other opinions.
Hazel. Yes, it's very much well.
I'm sure getting more people is good and all, but are we just ditching the people we left? Seems pretty crappy.
Yeah.
What are we supposed to do? Bring them into Oracar territory? bring them out?
Would it be
letting
better
them
to be
know-
one big group?
Probably. Oh, yeah, and they can't hear me. Can you tell Mattie that I said probably good idea to stick together? Power
It is
in numbers
probably
and
a good idea to stick together. Emma
And-
says.
I'm gonna turn to the others and be like, so does that mean it's a good idea to have the scouts collect them and bring them to Oracar territory?
I feel like if we're trying to rescue people who have been
Maybe,
abducted,
ask
I
them
guess
if they
will.
want to come? Because, we could
Yeah.
clearly use the backup.
Yeah, we could.
Yeah, okay, in the message. Ask them if they want to come with us and that we have Ezekiel safe with us. That's kind of important for them to know.
But
Oh, and
I will tell
got
my
out.
scouts this. How quickly
They
do you
would
want
have
them
to get-
collected?
If they say they want to come.
How quickly would you like this message to be delivered?
Oh. Well, as fast as possible. Probably.
What are their names?
Oh, there's
Adalaie, Mara,
Jasper.
Do you know any full names?
Anteva.
Adalaie Fonteva?
Yeah. She's a.
Is that her whole name or does she have middle names or anything?
What was Jasper's name? He worked in the library, so it had to be on his name tag.
Yeah. Hold on, I've got a list. Jasper Riley.
I will contact them immediately.
And Mary Kate.
Yeah, we do know
feel
Mary
like that's
Kate's
her-
there.
And he takes a stone out of the blue heart bracelet. You would recognize it as a message stone because you've seen it used before. And he
Yeah.
shatters it, and he says exactly what, verbatim, what Emma told him to say.
Which was
That all of us are here, that Ezekiel is,
It's safe.
that all of us are alive, that we're
They
where
are
we
in the
are.
Denal. They would like you to come with them if you would want to.
okay.
There are scouts near. He adds on at the end. There are scouts near the location that could collect you if you so desire. As he says that, we will end this episode. This very long episode, as I lost track of time a little bit. But that is fine. And as we pull away, we find ourselves in the past. Not very long in the past, but distance still. Where we are following Knox. He starts just out of sight from lookouts that could see on the ship, watching you all. He's fiddling with daggers hidden in his coat. They were comforting things, not Blue Heart. He couldn't afford it anymore. He didn't want to carry much of the stuff. He still had to, but after he'd discovered how it was made, the whole thing made him sick to think about. So he didn't. The calling also made him sick. The song of the mainland beckoning with the promise of something more. He was close to the barrier now, watching the drifting vessel with keen eyes. He was more well-trained than to fall farther into its promise, the song sang. His job right now was to watch, was to wait, was to examine the unknown. He held on to that and to his identity as an anchor, as he listened to the frantic conversations of the people on the boat. Loving whispers, indignant shouts, joking to cover up deeper pains. They reminded him of home, before he had become covered in shadow and he was pulled into the darkness. He wasn't human anymore. He was a monster now. But that wasn't the point. He was watching them, and he knew some of the fallen listeners were as well. Nox didn't realize he had been crying until Rava growled at him in concern. But Wyvern didn't like it, and he was sad. It was what bonded them. Neither of them liked it when the other was in a bad mood. He scratched her behind the ears, not daring to look away from the vessel. He had a job. Watch. Keep the others as far away as he could. There would be no more Kingmaker kidnappings on his watch. And with that, episode 20, Delay, comes to a close. I've been your Master of Ceremonies, and we will see you all next time.